after Potomac State, you guys ended up here at Davidson Elkins. Talk to me about getting here and what was it like when you first got here?
Uh, so throughout our sophomore year at Potomac, I had picked up an offer from Frostburg State. Then my coach told me, he's like, there's gonna be more to come, so I had waited. And then like towards the end of the season, I had picked up another offer from Benedict College, and then Bluefield State, and I had a few interests from Miles College, Park University, Angelo State, and then West Virginia Tech came back in the picture. And then Coach Mondragon had offered me towards the end of the summer. I wasn't really sure if I was going to continue playing because I had a little knee injury, and with the COVID stuff going on, it was really hard to get like doctor's appointments and stuff like that. But we had figured it out. So,
out of JUCO, I mean, I finished with a pretty great season. I think I finished with averaging 21 points and either 12 or 13 rebounds, I think, a game. So, I mean, I don't know if you say like heavily recruited, is like, I don't know how many offers, but in my opinion, like about almost 20 offers is heavily recruited. So that's how I felt after them that year at JUCO. But I mean, Coach Mondragon was literally the first school. Well, he's literally the first coach that came to me and offered me a scholarship. So I mean, in my head at that time, I was like, wow, like it's like, I mean, I never heard of Davidson Elkins in my life. Like from being from West Virginia, I had never heard of them ever. And it was kind of like I didn't want to play like with my talent. I feel like I wanted to show other states and other players like outside of West Virginia like what I could do. Like it was like I felt like I wanted to take that challenge. So like as well as got offers from like Frostburg State, Angelo State, and then I had a coach talk to me after our tournament, Coach Stewart from Georgian Court University in New Jersey. So he had called me, and like in my head, like I was sitting with my coach from JUCO in his office while we're on the phone with him, and it's like I mean, it was like a big feeling for me because it's like just a small Beckley, West Virginia kid getting an offer out of state. It's like, wow, like I mean, for me, that's an unbelievable moment because it's like if you think about West Virginia, it's like what kid is gonna play outside of West Virginia? So for me to think about that, it was like great. Like he showed great interest in me. Like call me every day, check on me, check on my family, my well-being. Like he'll send me clips like, hey, I want to work with you, this, that, blah, blah, blah. So I had initially committed to Georgian Court after I think 2 weeks of being on the phone with him. I mean, other offers were coming in, but I wasn't like it just clicked with me and him. So COVID hit, like when it started getting like worse. I thought about it, like I'm like, I talked to my peoples, and it's like we had family members in New Jersey who died from COVID, and I mean at the time it was like real bad up that way, so it was like a kind of like thing like I didn't want to go through like take a chance of going up there, like I wanted to be close to my family, like I didn't want to be like with this going on being like far away from them, and I think it was like a 9 to 10 hour drive to get there, so. I mean, it killed me to do it, but I had decommitted from there because, I mean, me and the coach had a strong, like, relationship from jump. Like, it was, like, just there. And I thought about it when I seen Court, when he signed the Davidson Elkins. I was like, we played together, like, all our life, like, from kids and up. And I was like, I don't think, like, and that was another thing that bothered me when I was committed to the school in Jersey. I was like, me and Court played like, I don't know how many years together, basically all our life. And seeing him come here, it was like, why not finish? Like, in my opinion, it's like, why not finish that story? Like, we can both just like finish this whole thing how we already started it. So I got in contact, I had him contact Coach Mondragon for me. I talked to Coach Mondragon, And I mean, me and him had a strong relationship from the jump too. But my mindset was like, let me get out of West Virginia and do something different. But I mean, I'm glad that we came. I came here. Like he was heavily recruiting me as well. And then another thing that kind of got me too is that out of all the schools in West Virginia, he was really the only one who recruited me, even after junior college. So it's like I want to play all these teams, like show like all these teams what they was missing out on. So then I was like, all right, we're gonna come. I'm gonna come to D&E my first year. And I was like never heard much about him either. So I was like, come here and change, like do the same thing as Potomac. Like if we could change that, we can come here and change that too.
Sure. I think, like you said, how else would you want to end it? This, like I said, it's like a movie. Y'all boys playing together, basically, damn near brothers, y'all cousins, but y'all family. I think that's major. I wish I had an opportunity to play with a cousin, a brother, a family member. Like I just feel like it's just like a movie story. It's the way that it had to end. Last year, you guys had pretty like polar opposite years. Court, you were recovering from an injury. Breland, you were should have been first team all conference player. Talk to me about you guys' season last year and what went on and what it was like last year.
It was really a struggle. I mean, I had a weird feeling about it. Like after Court told me over the summer that he was getting surgery, it was like we never played together at the same time. It's like I play in the post. It's like if I catch that ball in the post and I know like people are about to like I'm getting surrounded by like 2-3 players getting double teamed, I always know he's like in the opposite corner of me. So I'm like, I already know my release point is just a boom. Like he's over there in that corner. I don't even have to look. I can get rid of the ball. Boom, it's open shot. But with him being hurt, it was like, I don't know how the team is going to be because I'd never seen none of our guys play. But after I got here, it was like, all right, so we can shake something with this. So like going down the road, it was like injury after injury after injury. So it left us with like maybe seven, maybe 8 players, which was really a struggle because playing all those minutes and with COVID going on, we started our season in January. So it was almost like 3 games like a week. So it was like really taking a toll on our bodies. And it was like, it's like we couldn't do what we really wanted to do because all the like the toll on our body. Like I said, it just wasn't really that good on us. But I mean, we fought throughout the whole season. I mean, it was a close game. I mean, we struggled on closing close games. But I mean, for a freshman, Sam was literally the first freshman I had ever seen like come out and play like he's already played college ball before. So it was like a big help because like me coming in thinking like, all right, I'm the vet and I gotta play with like a couple young guys. But I mean, he surprised me, and I'm glad he showed up throughout the season. I mean, I hated that everybody else got hurt, which really did damage to our team. But I mean, I'm glad like him as well as Jossie, Timu, everybody else, like they stepped up to the plate. So I mean, I'm glad that we fought through the end. Like I mean, I couldn't ask for nothing more.
What do you see the difference from last year to this year's team is, and what are some of your goals individually and as a team for our team this year?
We really have a lot we have more talent than we did last year, in my opinion. Like for the pieces that we lost, we gained more pieces. Like for them to come in, like for everybody that came in this year, is like it fit in for like Jossie was like a big piece of our team last year. And it was like thinking like, all right, next year, like what's coach gonna do to replace that? But I mean, all y'all, UE, JT, then we got Court back. Is like, yeah, like we kind of filled in that spot now. So from last year, I see a whole lot of it's more experience this year with all of us JUCO players coming in, and then as well as Sam coming back another year. And he's really improved a lot. I mean, Sam last year, freshman of the year, but I mean, he's not gonna settle with that. I know Sam, so that's not gonna be like his settling point. Like as well for myself, like last year I still like it plays in my head because I had people texting me congratulations after the season. and I was confused on what it was. And I woke up and it said I made second team all conference. So with me, it kind of like, for me carrying on this year, like I feel disrespected being put second team because, I mean, there wasn't really no reason I shouldn't have been first team. But I mean, I'm glad that happened. I mean, I use that as fuel now, so it's like just push on to another level and just try to get through with this team and get us to where we need to be.
For me, I had redshirted last year due to injury, like I said. But at the beginning of the last season, I mean, I feel like everybody liked each other. Then for this year, like you could just feel it more. Like everybody likes playing with each other. Everybody likes each other, in which you need that type of bond on the team in order to do what you want to do as far as the season. Then as far as an individual goal, I do want to make an all-conference team, but I really just want to be the best version of myself on and off the court, and I want to help us win games and hopefully win a conference chip. That's really the biggest goal for me.